Hey guys, Robert III, Bad Poncho Outdoors. Today we are looking at adding line to our inline reel. A lot of guys have been really confused by these. They're new on the market the last few years. They've really taken off for ice fishing and they are a must-have in all ice fishermen's arsenal. So we're going to begin by my redneck spooling station, a couple of pieces of cardboard, spool of line. This is 4-pound trilene fluorocarbon. That is the ice version, and a pen. So as you can see here, all I did was put a pen through cardboard, pen through the spool, and called it good. So we're going to begin by throwing line through our spring bobber. And this is usually easier said than done because of how kind of crazy that thing moves around and how small diameter this line usually is. When it comes to using inline reels, I'm a big fan of running a little bit larger diameter than I am on spinning reels. On my spinning reels, I usually run 1 or 2 pound line. On my inlines, I prefer to run 4 to 8 pound, depending on what I'm doing. If it's panfish, 4 pound is my usual go-to. So I've got that ran through. And what I'm gonna end up doing is kind of wrapping it around the entire spool, giving it a nice kind of a slip knot. Now I will say that the arbor on these reels can be a little bit of a pain because of them being open and of how they lay down. So having a good strong knot and paying attention to what you're doing is really important, especially with a super light line. You know, if you're running a mono backing or braid backing, something like that, it's not as big of a deal. But on my ice rods, I don't really care for running backing. All right, so now that we have the line tied on there, I'm just gonna simply just reel it on like we usually would. Make sure your drag is nice and tight, just to make sure you're getting proper tension on there. You have the option as well of throwing electrical tape around the arbor or the spool. What that'll do is get rid of any need for monofilament or any kind of backing, as well as giving you a rubbery back for any kind of line you want to run. This will be under spool. It's important to note is you will be under spooling if you run just a straight 75-yard spool of line on here. Usually running 4 pound, it's pretty small, but it's not a big deal since I'm dropping, 8 foot to 20 foot of line at most at a time. I'm dropping it straight down. I feel like I'm casting. If I was casting it, I'd be really more picky with the backing. But like since I'm dropping it down, I'm not that worried about it. Really, that's it, guys. Putting line on an inline reel for ice fishing is super simple and takes a couple of minutes. If you guys have any questions on what I've done today or why I did anything I did like I did today, please feel free to put a comment down below. As always, guys, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscribes. Good luck on the water and have a good one.